Welcome to the YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be playing Call of Duty Mobile, and we're going to be throwing a story time in. But if you do enjoy what you see today, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out. But obviously, we kind of screwed up a little bit. I can't lie to you. We had a bunch of incidents. That's why we joined in the middle of the round. But let's get into the story time. And today's story time. Today's story time. We're gonna go back to an old time in my life. Now, in this time, I hanged out with a bunch of, you could say, junkies, druggies, and one of the druggies was my best friend. Like, we hanged out every day, did everything together. And he called me and he said, "Hey bro, you trying to come over?" And me, like, I didn't have nothing else to do. Said, "Fuck it, let's go." Went over to his house, Ubered over there. And before I could even get in and sit down, he said, "Bro, you won't believe what I got." I was like, "What you got?" He said, "I got some mushrooms." I was like, "Alright, what you want to do with them?" He was like, "I'm trying to take them." I was like, "When?" He said 10:30 at night after my parents go to bed. I said, "Okay." So roll around to 10:30. It's time to take the mushrooms. If you didn't know, when you're taking mushrooms, there gotta be one person in the room to like make sure you don't go freaking insane. So he got there. We'll call him Jake. Jake got there, and me and him took the mushrooms. And I've never had a trip like this in my entire life. But I was seeing all types of stuff. Weird stuff. Like, I thought I would never even see in my life. Like, I looked over at him, his face was fucked. Like, you ever seen, you ever see Transformers? You know those two little robots, the ice cream truck, and the original Transformers? Yeah. He looked like that, and he talked like that. He was a freaking retard. And when he gets on high on mushrooms, he laughs and laughs and laughs all day. That's why we had to wait for his parents to go to bed, because he laughs a lot. So we got hungry, because, like, you get high, you get the munchies, you want to go get something to eat. We went and got something to eat, and we called an Uber. We were going to go to the gas station up the road from his house. And it was like, at this point, I think it was like 12:30 at night. So, I mean, we were real sketched on going, but we were high. So we didn't know what we were doing. So we went, we got something to eat, and there was cops at the, like, gas station. And so I was the first one up. I went, I paid, and then I was coming back. I was waiting on them. I just walked around. They thought we were stealing because I paid and then went back to them. So a cop came to us, and get it, we are blasted. Like, this cop's walking up to me, and he looks like that dude right there, the pink dude. So I bust out laughing. So he automatically suspicious, and he's like, something's wrong. So he takes us outside after we all pay and stuff, and he's talking to us. And he said, "Have y'all done any drugs?" And we were like, "No." Well, I was like, no, because they didn't want to talk. But I said, "No, sir." And he said, "I don't believe you. Why are y'all up here?" I was like, "We're just hungry. We're all hanging out together." And it was just me and him. Our spotter, he stayed at home for some odd reason. I can't remember. I was too high to remember. But he stayed at home. So me And Mike, we may have got arrested. He took us to my house because that's what we said our parents. But we actually had a babysitter over, and she was throwing a party. So she was 22, I think. She was like 22. I didn't know what was happening. I was 16. But we got to my house, and I went in there and I told her, "Can you come outside and talk to the police officer?" Blah blah blah. I explained to her that me and him just did 2 shrooms, that we were high as fuck, and that we needed her to get us out of the situation. So she goes out there, and I walk out right behind her, and she's like, "Hello, nice to meet you. I'm blah 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 to Ben." And before she could even get the words out of her mouth of saying what was happening, Mike just bust out laughing, falls down. It was bad. But she saved our butts so much. She was like, "Yeah, we kind of had like a little punch, and they accidentally got into it, so I sent them to the store." And this cop was such a idiot. He believed it. He said, "Okay, well, just don't let him come back out." So he left. She went back into her house. Well, into my house. And me and Mike, we walked back to his house. Paranoid as fuck, by the way. We were so paranoid that we were going to get caught again, and he was going to send us to jail. Like, my parents, they were out of town, and I wasn't really, like, in the mood to go to jail. Or juvie, whatever it is. I just got killed. Darn. But I wasn't in the mood to go to jail. And I know he was still in the neighborhood. Oh. Alright, back to the story time. I'm getting off traffic, focusing on this game. That's my bad, bro. Sorry if I got quiet. It's just get real focused. But it's no excuse. No excuse. That's my bad. Alright, you're not gonna let me knife? Are you gonna let me knife? Or are you not? Okay. That's why I died. I couldn't knife that. Oh my god. But what happened when we got back to his house? At this point, the trip was starting to wear down. It's been like 3 hours. We didn't take a lot of shrooms because it was late, and we had to deal with his family tomorrow. So our spotter, we were mad, like, because he let us go off high as fuck by ourselves. And when we get back to his house, he's like, "Oh, what happened? How'd it go?" We were like, "You motherfucker. Like, don't you ever talk to us again." But I mean, he was a friend, so we weren't that mad at him. But we were still pretty mad. And before I could even explain to him what happened, his parents walked in. Got a call from the police department about him. About Mike. And I was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, my babysitter handled it, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Fuck no. His dad walks in, tells everyone we have to go home, not to come back over for a week. And we didn't know. Mike, he got in trouble all the time. He knew that it was going to be okay, just that he would have to deal with the punishment, and then eventually it would be better. But after everything that happened, you would think that he would learn. No. I mean, this kid still does drugs today, and he's 20, 22. I can't really remember this very well, but you know, you can use your imagination all the time. But he still gets in trouble with the law. I'm pretty sure he's been to jail a few times. And he actually still talks to me. We done shrooms together 3 days ago, I believe. And like, it was so crazy just this experience. That was probably the worst trip of my life. Like, I've never tripped that bad till then. I don't want to trip that bad anymore. So I try not to do shrooms as much as I used to. But I mean, I smoke a lot of pot now. So future stories on that. Hopefully they'll get better than this one. You know, my first one's not always going to be the best. But I am fucking these people up in this game, though. I can't lie to you. So that was the worst trip of my life. If we can get this video to like 10 likes, I'll tell you I'll explain, do a story time on the best trip of my life. Actually made up to, I think I made $5,000 on that one. We went to the casino and I was blasted. And I was like hitting jackpot. I was luck out. But if you did like the video today, please do give a like and subscribe. Really helps me out again. So hope you enjoyed. Hope you come back. I know the videos aren't the best right now, but they're gonna get better. Trust me. But let me get off of here. Let me go edit up this video. You all have a good day.